What do I like to do for my free time?
Yeah.
I probably like to have free time is what I like to do. I don't have a lot of free time. Growing up, I always wanted to be either on the Today Show or Oprah or a teacher. But before any of that, I always wanted to be a mom. We were very much taught in Young Women's that you marry a returned missionary in the temple and happily ever after. Rob and I got together and we were engaged and planning the wedding and planning our lives. I remember specifically sitting down and like mapping out our life. Like, this is where we're going to go. We had met up at Rick's College, and then we were going to go to BYU Provo, and we weren't quite sure on majors yet, but we would do college for a while and likely, eventually start our family, and it was just going to map out. Literally nothing went the way we thought. Like, nothing. I went to a training for my job. On the way up, I got really sick. I had a sunburn from just being in the car, and my legs swelled up, my feet swelled up so much I couldn't put my feet in my shoes. I was running a low-grade fever. And I didn't think too much of it, but I ached everywhere. I went into the doctor and they ran some tests, and it was pretty quick. They came back with a diagnosis of lupus. We were told pretty quickly we wouldn't ever have children. I just started to give up. I kept getting all these baby shower invitations. So we're so happy to announce we just had our baby. After 1 month of trying, I taught aerobics the whole pregnancy. I gained 12 pounds. After a 3-hour labor, I completely lost my living mind that day. That was not me, dude. Let me just tell you straight up. 56 pounds I gained. It started to feel like God was not hearing my prayers, and I didn't understand why. And I remember sitting in the temple, and very, very, very specifically, I remember hearing, "It's time to have a baby." How technical do you want me to be? I was so tired of buying pregnancy tests and then finding out I wasn't pregnant that I just wasn't going to do it. We had friends that had come into town from Canada. We went to Mexico to vacation with them on holiday, and they had just found out they were pregnant. And she was great, and I was horrible. I mean, the whole time I was like so stinking tired. So I'm like, maybe it was those tacos we ate on the street. So I finally said to Dad, we probably should go pick up a test. When it was positive, I fell to my knees. Like, you hurt and you can't let go. When you pray so long for something and then it happens, you're kind of like, maybe that's not really what. And he did the blood test. And yes, I was pregnant. I know you tried so hard. I made Dad go through the whole house. And he had to, in the middle of the night, take all the apple spice air fresheners back to the store because it was grossing me out. Even the ones we hadn't opened yet, get that out of my house. And I had been having contractions the whole time, but so I didn't really think anything. I was used to it. But don't give up. You came 2 weeks early, and you had all this black hair and cried like a man, and so everyone thought you were 3 months old. I was just so grateful I had you, so I didn't really need any more babies. And it was obvious there was someone else. They handed her to me, and I looked at her and said, "Oh, it's you." It was like, I literally remember thinking like, "Oh my gosh, it's you. Like, where have you been?" And once again, all the struggle was melted away. And there was just joy. And my joy has increased in my posterity because of the fight and the struggle of getting them. I'm just so grateful. Like, there are my 2 children together, and I see your relationship. I'm grateful today that I have the children that I have, the struggles that I have, that God is working out even greater miracles that I can't imagine.